You'll never guess why he had a change of heart. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Kanye West turning over a new leaf. Remember a few weeks, months ago, he was on this tour, I guess you would say, on different podcasts and YouTube shows and TV shows, wherever he can get his face and voice out there, talking about one particular group of people, and we all know who they are. Start with a J and end with an EWS. That's what he was on for a while. And I figured this might be kind of a phase he was going through and it wouldn't last for long. And apparently the phase is over with. He's done doing that. And guess why? You ready? It's because he saw Jonah Hill, yes, that Jonah Hill, the actor, in the movie. He's like, you know what? He was so good in this movie as a, undercover cop in the school or something like that, that I'm no longer against this group. I want to repent for what I did back then. Now, before I get any further, here's an article, and we're going to get to his actual Instagram post where he's talking about this. But let's get through this article to give you kind of a refresher on what he was doing a few months ago. You see the headline here. Kanye West says he's no longer an anti-Semite thanks to Jonah Hill. Now, he did not say or admit that he's anti-Semitic. As far as I know, maybe I'm wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments. So he didn't say he's no longer an anti-Semite, but that's how TMZ's going to do. That's how most of the media did. They will put things in his mouth that he did not actually say. But let's continue here. So Kanye West says he's done a 180 on his views about Jewish people and is no longer, quote unquote, an anti-Semite thanks to actor Jonah Hill. The rapper took to Instagram Friday to announce that he was watching the 2012 film 21 Jump Street, starring Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum, when he had his epiphany about the Jewish race. And you can see what's going on here. Let me kind of zoom in on this. There we go. So that's the actual movie cover right there that he posted on his IG. You can see up there, it's kind of cut off, but that's his IG, Kanye West, verified. So that's Jonah Hill right there on the left. On the right, Channing Tatum, obviously. And his caption here says, watching Jonah Hill and 21 Jump Street made me like Jewish people again. No one should take anger against one or two individuals and transform that into hatred towards millions of innocent people. No Christian can be labeled anti-Semite knowing Jesus is Jew. Thank you, Jonah Hill. I love you. Now, show me right there where he said he's anti-Semitic. Show me where he ever said he's anti-Semitic. Actually, he kind of had the Kyrie Irving approach, saying that, well, we're Jewish. How can I be anti-Semitic if I'm Semitic? You see what I'm saying? I'm a Semite. How can I be anti-Semite? That was the whole Kyrie Irving thing, but I guess it doesn't really work. You got to be a particular race. But anyway, I digress. So that's what he's saying right here. He's like, you know what? This movie inspired me so much. I'm no longer feeling this way towards this group of people. Now, let's come back, because you got to remember kind of what he was going through. All right. So this is what the media is saying. I'm reading this TMZ article so you could see what the media are saying about him, how they were looking at what he was going through a few months back. You can see where it says Kanye's statements are hard to swallow given this most recent professed love for Hitler. He did say that right here on the Alex Jones show. That was pretty jarring for a lot of people. He went on a prolonged scorched earth campaign against the Jays, as he alluded to issues he had with some execs in the music business. All right. So this was back on December the 1st, 2022, when he had the crazy mask on InfoWars. And by the way, there was a whole big thing about Balenciaga and all the ridiculous things that they were doing, some of the gross campaigns that they had going on, a lot of the drag queen story time type stuff times a million as it relates to their campaigns directed toward children. There was a big thing against Balenciaga, and he defended Balenciaga as well. Says he's still going to wear it. He still has his clothes over there. I guess he is a Balenciaga designer. I'm not really sure, but he defended them as well. He's been kind of all over the place, right? Let me just continue here. And it was all very ugly. Kanye went on InfoWars and conspiracy. You see all the things they're going to say. He also hung up with white nationalist Nick Fuentes, and the two even flew to Mar-a-Lago for an infamous dinner hosted by Donald Trump. Oh, that was crazy. That was totally crazy. He pretty much kind of ambushed Trump with that. He brought not only Nick Fuentes but Malo. A lot of these people are they're like parasites. They're hangers on. They want to come into a guy like Kanye West's life and take whatever they can, and they don't care if his reputation gets ruined. They don't care about what happens to him afterward. As long as they're able to get what they want out the deal, they'll do that, and they know exit stage left. That's how these people operate. And I hope that Kanye and his recent awakening will get rid of these people. Okay, I don't buy into the whole thing about him being anti-Semitic, really. I think he was just kind of going through something there, really. But the people he had around him were not helping the situation. Hopefully, these people are no longer there. You need guys and girls that are really going to have your best interests at heart. And speaking about girls, I think that he went and got married. Different story. I digress. Let's continue here. So during an interview with Piers Morgan, Kanye doubled down on his remarks, but clarified that he was only referring to the Jays who had done them wrong. This was in reference to an early remark he made about going DEFCON 3 on Jews. Again, hardcore anti-Semite. But you know, TMZ is run by, what's my man's name? I don't want to say Harvey. I don't want to say the wrong last name, which y'all know I'm talking about. And he's part of that community. So if you have a guy like Kanye that's going around saying certain things about your particular community, of course, if you have an organization like TMZ and you're able to write things about them, you're going to paint him in the most negative light possible. But if it's somebody from your community that does something wrong, you're going to try to downplay things a little bit because you got to have solidarity. Depending upon what situation is. If you're talking about Jeffrey Epstein, then they will give him a lot of smoke. But other guys that do things that are not as bad, it won't be quite that way. And that's just kind of the way it is with all groups. Or most groups, I would say, in the world. Okay. So he lost the business deal with Adidas and Balenciaga. And you know what? If you go to the Adidas Yeezy page, it'll be this whole big thing about, oh, we don't deal with people that are racist or anti-Semitic and promote hate, all this, that, and the third. It's on the Adidas website. If you try to go to adidas.com/Yeezy, you'll see a message just like that. Y'all could try it on your own convenience. But at the same time, Adidas lost, over $1 billion something because of them cutting their ties with Yeezy. All right. So there's more here. They're talking about how he got punished. But let me just come back so you can see me clearly so I can wrap it on up, put the bow clean on top. So I wonder if what he's talking about right here with the whole thing about, well, I don't feel that way anymore. I love Jonah Hill. He makes excellent movies. I loved him in whatever kind of, I wonder if that would get him back in good graces with people like Adidas or anybody else. Could this be a calculated move? Because Adidas is trying to figure out a way to sell these shoes. Okay, they just cut the ties with Beyonce because her line wasn't selling. She didn't do anything wrong. She didn't say anything wrong, but she just was not a very good ambassador for the brand. But Kanye West is. He's always wearing the Yeezys. It's named after him. They're wildly popular. They got a really high resale value. They fly off the shelves immediately. It's a good price point. So by cutting them, they just put themselves into a big giant hole. They got all this inventory they can't move. Maybe they want him to do something like that so you can kind of apologize. People kind of forget about it. And then they put the shoes right back on the website so they can sell them. I think I did see something about that. I think they're back in bed with each other, speaking about Adidas and Kanye West. So all the anti-Semite, whatever, that's going to go away. And they're going to get back to the money. That's possible. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about what's going on here with Kanye West and his epiphany about Jews because of Jonah Hill? Is it just a random thing he put on Instagram? Or is there a bigger play involved? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at, or you should. I think Kanye is kind of all over the place. He's kind of a scatterbrained person, a genius when it comes to certain things, and other things he's kind of just trying to find his way. But I think this move right here could be calculated. It's like a toss-up, coin toss. 50-50, calculated versus just a random thought on Instagram at 2 o'clock in the morning. Who knows? But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.